Just some of you, or maybe all of you, will have done this with me at some point in the past. It's to do with pelvic tilting. And the pelvic tilt is so important in Tai Chi and in Qigong. And it initiates virtually every single movement in some respects. So would you just find your pubic bone? I know you've done this before, some of you. So find your pubic bone. Let me just come here and put your thumbs on your tummy button. So wherever your pubic bone is, for me, it's right. This line, here's the line of the pelvis coming round, and here's the thumbs. So one of the hands is going to be a fixture. That one, I'm using this as a measuring device. Okay, without bending your knees now, without bending the knees, keep the measuring device here. You'll need one hand here, so you take it off and it's there. Would you now lift the pubic bone, which is where my fingers are here, towards the tummy button, right? Towards your navel. So without the knees bending, try lifting up. Okay, so that's as much as I can do without the knees bending. So now if I take this one off and measure, there should be a difference. Yeah, so you can do the same. Yeah, okay. So now just go back to 0, back to normal. Yeah, stand up. Take off your measuring device. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to take it off halfway this time. Do what you've just done, lift the pubic bone up towards your tummy button, no knee bending. And now let your knees bend and feel what happens. You've got to close the gap between your fingers, so the pubic bone's got to lift up. So now I'm here. A sizable difference, yeah, between that was probably about where it was without the knees bending. And yeah, so that's there. Good. That was interesting. I don't know if you received that a second ago, but when I did this here, you've got to, oh, it's just done it again. You get a load of hearts coming out. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I won't do that again, but I don't know if it comes out at your end or if it's just my end. So so here should be quite a small circle because the pubic bone has lifted. You've almost joined them together. You can't, but you've almost joined them together. Now, that movement, that action leads you into every single time you sit back in Tai Chi. So let's say your weight's on your front foot. Okay, so get your weight forwards, left or right, doesn't matter. Okay, this is in the open position at the moment, yeah? That's the wide position. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the position 1, which is without the knee bending. So I now lift the pubic bone up towards my tummy button. I'm not sitting back. I'm just lifting the pubic bone up towards my tummy button. So I've done it. And now the second action is when you make the knee bend because you've lifted up even further. So it makes the knee bend. So that actually has drawn you back rather than you just pushing yourself off your front foot. I know we've done this in the past, but the more practice you can get at doing this, the better. So you lift up the pubic bone, no knee bend, and then you even more, which the only thing I can do to do more is to bend the back knee. So in effect, I've pulled myself backwards. My back leg has almost sucked me backwards here. And this feels like it's almost like a vacuum in the front. A concave has taken place at the front. So I'll do the other leg just for sheer hell of it. So you're on the front leg. You do position 1, which is pull up without the knee bending. And then you do position 2. And as soon as you do position 2, it makes the knee bend, which makes you sit back and toe up or down. It doesn't matter at the front. Yeah. So that is the principle of sitting back. And in Qigong and Tai Chi, in moving Qigong and in Tai Chi exercise, any Tai Chi form, every single time you sit back, this initiates, the rest of the body follows. And when you go forwards, just relax it here again. You're on the front foot, you just relax it. Yeah, whichever foot you're on, doesn't make a difference.